What up, what up? Hope everyone is doing well. We got a massive pump going on right now. Gotta try to catch this. Guys, if you're getting here early, make sure to smash the like button. Super exciting times. And yeah, we'll jump right into it here. Hold up, let me get Fiat Leak up for you guys. There we go. And let me just finish setting up the stream real quick. Yo, if you're getting here early, smash the like button. Really appreciate everyone dropping in. Silver Days, Defin. Let's go. Thank God I'm not Alex Cobb. Exactly. Not trying to curse anything like Cobb might. I guess we could pull up CNBC. I don't know how much we're going to look at it today, but who knows? Maybe something interesting will happen there. Yeah, like breaking news, Gary Gensler's leaving the SEC. What a glorious morning, absolutely. It's insane how quickly things are moving. We just set up the live stream real quick, almost there. Jeremy Johnson, good to see you. Silver Days, Linda Boom. Ryan, Gus, good to see you. Gary Gensler gone? Not yet, but the market seems to really be liking something right now. No doubt about that. Un momento. Okay, got that set up. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of Bitcoin maxis too now. Come like run. Love that we got the boom going too. I don't know why sometimes it wasn't working. Nice, love that. All right, we're almost set up on everything. I just got back to the gym too, so my hands are like shaking. 1970 legend, thank you so much. I got two 1970s who show up to the stream, 1970 HODL and 1970 Legend. And both... I'm sorry, every single time I get on, someone just say volume. Oh, is it? Oh no, is that loud? Okay, let me see if I can change it. Oh, I think if I just raise my voice volume, it shouldn't be a big deal. Literally every single time I get on the stream, like someone just say like, Mick, turn up your volume. I'm sorry, guys. I will get there eventually. I'm better than this. Yeah. I'm just dumb. I'll get there eventually. It's like everything is like people can hear me, and then boom, I realized that I forgot to turn it up to the appropriate volume. All right, we're good now though. Just bought 100 XRP. Hope it works out. You got it. This is a long haul thing. Turn down just a little. All right. Well, there's only so much I can do here. Good morning. Wow, 541 people. Guys, if you're getting here early, make sure to smash the like button. We will get right into it now. Took a second to sort out everything on the stream, but it looks like we're up and running at the moment. Oh, let's get some charts going as well. I guarantee you the XRP to Bitcoin ratio is probably looking really good right about now. Just so nice to see everything playing out like we thought it would. Like, it's like suddenly like everyone felt like, oh, this is never gonna happen. Oh, the case is gonna last so much longer. And now everyone's like, wow, literally right in front of my eyes. Think about the poor people who sold XRP prior to all of this. Like, got totally shaken out by everything happening. And guys, just wait for like news of like a BlackRock ETF hitting. Like, imagine what that's going to do to the price now that we already have this momentum. Like, this is how we got XRP. This is literally how we got XRP to go to like $3 to $4 back in 2017, 2018. Just all the news coming in and compounding on itself and cycling in and boosting the chart. Looks like we're in like another scenario like that. Oh, we flipped Doge in market cap? Nice. We had to do that. I was not liking being behind Doge in market cap. Morton, thank you for becoming a member, man. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Silver Day says, make sure to like and subscribe. XP Markets has won $10. Maybe a little sooner than many people originally anticipated. I'm just pulling up the Bitcoin to XRP ratio right now. So you can take a look at that. My whole body's vibrating at the moment. Cool. So let's share this real quick. Here's the XRP to Bitcoin ratio. And we are currently witnessing something that is very exciting. And that is a very strong bottom here. Look at this candle. For whatever reason, the Bitcoin XRP ratio gets down to this zone and reacts aggressively. And when I say aggressively, I mean massive pumps off this thing. And we're going through another one right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we really started to get something substantial here and really started pulling off. And we have been all over this. We have been absolutely all over this Bitcoin XRP ratio. And we've been calling this from the start. So super cool to see this play out in real time. I remember we were watching this thing. We were watching this thing all the way from back here. Really started looking at this thing in 2022-ish, 2023. Saw that ultimate collapse, figured we'd bottom somewhere in here. And that's almost exactly what has happened to a T. So really happy to see that play out. Did Gensler quit? What did I miss? I don't know why the market is so excited right now. The market is obviously very excited about something. Did I get a chance to listen earlier to talking about tokenizations? No, I didn't get a chance to listen to that, Taylor. Did you? Was it in the chat? Let me take a look. Taylor, can you resend for me? Someone said got into XRP at 55 cents. When is a good sell price? Look, man, that's up to you. Most of us, I think, are in XRP for the long haul. So rumor is it the case is over. I think there's probably I think there was a backroom deal between the Ripple team and the Trump team to essentially end the case. I don't know. There's no truth to that. I know publicly, but it seems to me like there is something going on pretty significant here that we don't know about yet. And that happens all the time. I think it's very possible there's something going on here that we just haven't really been cued in on yet. But the market is telling us that something is going on. Whoops. Need to do that. All right, let's take a look at Larry Fink real quick. This was sent to us by Taylor. And apparently Hughes of DID. Guys, make sure to smash the like button, share the stream. Really enjoying some of this price action we're getting this morning. But obviously the goal is to cue more people in on everything going on. And that only works by you guys doing your part and sharing the stream.
Going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own, basically, CUSIP. It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities about bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we could customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stock. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. If you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock and it's now time to vote, every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own shares. We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And
I just think it's really cool to hear Larry Fink even talking like this. Like, I totally agree. It does sound like DID would play into this. But I mean, for me, it's like so much more important just to hear Larry Fink literally saying what we've been saying for years. I mean, people forever just like ignored all of this stuff happening. And here's Larry Fink directly telling you that this is the future of this is how it's going to work. And it's literally the assets you're invested in. Crypto Clay, thank you so much for being here, man. We miss you, but it's great to see you back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got close to 1,000 people over on X, another 200 on YouTube, another 200 on TikTok. So appreciate everyone for being here. Make sure to smash the like button. I don't vote, too smart for that. I'm a big fan of Larry Fink, man. He seems to really have wrapped his head around a lot of this pretty quickly. Good morning, John. Wrong, King. I can't answer those questions here, unfortunately, but check out the website and reach out to us, and I can get you some help. Just funny, we just got DIDs weeks ago. It almost feels like the XRP ledger is being positioned for some. Oh, I feel like the things that are being done behind the scenes right now. It goes back to a conversation I've had with Roger a couple times. It's just like, why do you think these people come to work for Ripple? Out of every other company out there, out of every single blockchain company, why do they keep going to Ripple? Like, that's the question. And like, if you can wrap your head around like the fact that there might be something that Ripple is doing and telling these people behind the scenes that are not being made public, you can start to really quickly wrap your head around why everyone seems to be wanting to go over to Ripple versus some of the other cryptocurrency companies. Like, why aren't all these people going and working for the Solana Foundation, right? Is there a reason for that? I would argue that when they come into the Ripple office, Ripple has something pretty interesting to show them. You buying XRP, Dev selling? Well, to be fair, I bought most of my XRP before 86 cents, but what's the argument for those saying it will be a low stable coin? I don't know if the people saying it's going to be a stable coin really understand what XRP is. It's clearly not a stable coin, and it's one of the best performing assets in cryptocurrency history. So, I don't know. I don't know if those people really are well informed on how this works. Into XRP, good to see you. Should I sell at 90 cents and buy when it drops? No, you don't really want to be a trader. Like, you can do whatever you want, but like, guys, take a look at the Bitcoin price chart and tell me when the best time to buy and sell Bitcoin was. Like, the best time to buy Bitcoin was when Bitcoin was created, and the best time to sell Bitcoin was never. Like, you can try and like be this trader and try to outperform the market and flip your bags, like absolutely, but like most people don't do it successfully. Like the most successful people in the world just sit back and enjoy the ride. Like it doesn't have to be that complex. Yeah, I don't really believe market cap's a factor. I believe market cap is more or less just a misnomer. And XRP's market cap should be significantly higher. It's one of my favorite rants to go on, but the XRP market cap really is significantly higher than what you see. I'll tell you what XRP's market cap right now. I'm actually really curious. So XRP's market cap right now in comparison to the other cryptocurrencies, XRP should be about 86 billion in market cap because it should be times the 100 billion supply. Looks like we're cooling off a tiny bit off that gigapump we just went on. Guys, someone asked me on the stream the other day, is $1 in play by Monday? I mean, it's seeming like it. Let's hope it is, Mickle. Your credit to the community. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know if we're getting $1 to today, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw $1 pretty soon. Drop Army in the house. Drop XRP. Ledger loves. Don't miss this. Love what you're doing for the space, Mickle. Thank you so much, Mark Flynn. Huge shout out to the Drop Army. The Drop Army is always kind of coming in here and showing love, so I appreciate you guys. And I am a member of the Drop Army. I'm a quiet member of the Drop Army. There's only so much I can do, but big fan of the drop community. What website is this? This is Fiat Leak. Fiat Leak. It's a great website. $1 in play today. Okay, well, $1. If people believe $1 in play, $1 in play. People believe $1 in play, $1 in play. That's just how markets work. We're at 86 cents right now. I mean, what have we done this week? What have we done this week? Let's see. Since the start of November, since the 1st of November, XRP is up 78%. And guys, that is nothing. Nothing. Really, it's really nothing. Like, I'm not sure if people are really prepared for what's coming here. All right, YouTube. Everyone watching on YouTube, you need to catch up to TikTok because I have 1,400 likes on TikTok right now. If you're watching on YouTube, we cannot get beat by TikTok on the likes. Make sure to go smash the like button. Everyone watching on TikTok, you're blowing it out of the water. Can't believe I was never streaming here before. Today we get to $1. Do you think Gensler will step down by this week? I've said a couple times that I think Gensler will step down by Thanksgiving. I said Thanksgiving. I think there's a very high chance he's gone by Thanksgiving, but my fingers, I don't think it matters too much when. I think the important point to note is we're probably pretty close. Happy Friday to everyone as well, right? End of the work week. It just seems like us in the XRP community, like for those of you, I know some of you on Storm Blessed, thank you so much. I would love to get to 10K likes on TikTok. Thank you. Don't normally stream here, but going to start doing it more often. For those of you who are new to the XRP community, like we've been literally watching XRP since like 2018. Like, and finally everything is coming into play. Everything is coming into play. And just understand, this is something for the long haul, right? Like if you're new here, like most of us believe in like most people who I talk to about XRP, for anyone new here, most people who get into XRP are holding XRP for the next 10 years minimum. Like most people want to hold XRP for a very long time. So it's not really like a lot of the meme coins you probably see where people are in and out. Like this is something people want to hold for a long time. Hold on, some economic data is coming in. Might have missed some of it, but let's see.
The food chain, that number comes in a negative number, minus 1/10, minus 1/10. We're looking for a number around up 3/10. And in the rearview mirror, revisions starting to come in. I'll get to those in a minute. Minus 1/10 is the weakest number going back to April. Now, we do see retail sales revisions coming in. If you look at the headline number, up 4/10 last month, goes from up 4/10 to up 8/10, which really makes the headline number that much stronger. X autos doubled also from up half to up a full percent, so it makes that 1/10 look better. All these revisions are powerful. If you look at X autos and gas, from 0.7 to up 1.2, and finally on the control number, it goes from 0.7 to 1.2. That certainly helps the minus 1/10 look a whole lot better. Now let's look at import-export prices. If we look at the headline number on import prices, expected to be down, it comes in up 0.3. Up 0.3. That would be the biggest jump since April when it was up 0.9. If you take out petroleum, up 0.2. So you can see that had a subtle but still subtle difference. Up 0.2. Up 0.2 equals our last look. So we have back-to-back 0.2. That's some of the better back-to-backs, although the strongest number, of course, was April up 0.6. If you look at import prices now, and this is a year-over-year number, so we take a step back, that's up 0.8, up 0.8, much, much stronger than expected. So we're seeing import prices move up a bit. What does that say about demand in the U.S.? That's the strongest number, equals what we had in August. You have to go to July when it was 1.6. Now, if we look at month-over-month export prices, a strong 0.8. 0.8. We're looking for a negative number. That is the strongest number going all the way back to August of last year. And finally, on the year-over-year export prices, minus 0.1. That is much lighter than expected. We're expecting down 1.6. So minus 0.1, how does that shape up? That's actually the best number going back to July when it was 1.2. So really, we're seeing prices, both import, export, stronger than we expected, and we see that interest rates have moved a bit higher. The big news today is that the dollar index yesterday closed at a one-year high, November of last year. And right now, as we sit at 445, we are up 15 basis points on the week. Even though we're roughly unchanged on the day, a 2-year at 434, roughly down a couple of ticks on the day, but it's up 7 on the week. Those are numbers to pay attention to, especially after what we saw yesterday on a U-turn of interest rates, as the chairman and others have acknowledged. Want to hear what Goolsbee says? You know, you could look at this data for inflation last couple of days. Most said it wasn't that big of a deal. I think they were warmer than expected. It's something to pay attention to. Becky, back to you.
Rick, nobody does it better, taking all of that information, seeing it real time, and analyzing it for us and spitting it back. Anyway, thank you. We will see you later. Have a great weekend, Rick.
Thank you.
And since he's got an IFB, I think Austin probably heard. I'm sorry, President Goolsbee joining us now on the new data, interest rates, and much more. Chicago Fed President Austin Goolsbee. So your ears were burning probably there, Mr. President. You heard.
Yeah, there was Rick. I haven't seen him in a while. I got to have him over to the Chicago Fed.
He's local.
Exactly.
He's local.
I should go to, what is that, Scoozy? What's the name of that? Is that restaurant still open there? I think that's.
Thank you for the donation.
A lot of questions, Austin. I thought it was interesting to hear the Chairman Powell the other day kind of put some cold water, or at least raise the possibility of what we call a pause. We get pauses every once in a while, but maybe we don't do another 25. Coming after a 50 and a 25, which a lot of people, maybe you included, weren't absolutely sure was the right move. Now all this hot data just came out that Rick gave you, which would kind of explain the chairman. But I didn't understand it because the last jobs number was kind of weak. So I didn't know what he was looking at, and I'm wondering whether the Trump trade is now informing some of the Fed's decisions. Are you preparing for tariff inflation?
Well, you got a lot going on in there.
I know.
will say,
I think a lot.
I always clarify the rules say I'm only allowed to talk for myself. So if you're asking me what the chairman thought, you gotta reach out and ask the chair. That said, as I look at the economy, the basic story of what's been happening, if you're looking for the long arc, is inflation has come way down from its peaks. The job market cooled to something like about full employment where we want it. We did get 1 month of weak jobs numbers that it's hard to reconcile what does it mean for the long run, because we had a bunch of hurricanes, we had a big strike from Boeing. Previous to that, we had a couple of very strong numbers, and previous to that, we had one weak number. So again, we got to take the through line. And I think the through line, as long as we keep making progress toward the 2% inflation goal, over the next 12 to 18 months, rates will be a lot lower than where they are now. That's where the neutral, that's where we need to settle. I took from...
Okay, well, whoa, let's go. Looks like it looks like we're getting another little pump here, so we'll tune in here, watch the pump. Dude, if we get to 90 cents today, imagine. There are a lot of people who are not looking good right now with some of their XRP predictions. Oh, yo, you guys are gonna love this. I just saw something hilarious. Okay, hold on. This is gold. This is gold. Hold on, watch this. You guys are gonna love this. Oh my god. All right, ready for this? Oh man, this is comedy here. Hold up. All right, here we go.
Bitcoin.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a
new the oil markets.
You're fired. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here.
Bitcoin.
On day one.
Oh, that's great.
You're fired. Get the hell out of here.
Awesome. Send scam detectives a welfare check. Yeah, I wonder what he's thinking. I actually checked his account. Someone asked me to check his account. He seems like he's been pretty quiet. So I don't know. You know, I've never understood how people don't understand XRP. It's so obvious. It's like right in front of them, but you know, you're going to be the one missing out on this, then I guess you've been warned. You've been sufficiently warned that this is how things were going to go. I remember when XRP was the only coin to replace Bitcoin as the #1 coin. I think we're going to get there again. Firedog said I made it a point to get multiples of XRP by the thousands so I don't have to calculate values at times like this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even really look at the value that much, to be completely honest with you. It's like it's in some ways I just don't really like, it's still so small peanuts, right? Like we're still so early to what I think is coming. Is XRP on Phantom Wallet? No, the best way to buy XRP is through Uphold. And if you actually go into the description if you go to my profile on TikTok or on YouTube and you just click on a random video and scroll down, you'll get my Uphold link. So Uphold is the best place to buy XRP, in my opinion. So you can get XRP there. And then if you want to use a wallet, then the Xanum wallet is really good. That is XAMAN. But Uphold is a great place to buy, and then the Xanum wallet. Roger, thank you so much. AG from Kentucky on Fox talking about the lawsuit against Gary Gensler. Oh man. I don't know if I can pull that up quick enough, Roger. Hold on, let me see if I can get it quick. This is what I have on Fox right now.
Sell seed oils, sell seed oils. I mean, this is a transformational moment in America, and I think it's a brilliant pick. Brilliant and courageous pick.
No, I agree with you too. HHS oversees 13 agencies, FDA and CDC included, but they're also responsible for caring for the undocumented migrant children at our border. We talk about this all the time. I hear you talk about it on the weekend. Just last year, or in 2024 so far this year.
Oh, well, we got some buffering there. Anyway, I need a way to be able to monitor more screen. Guys, if you saw my setup, it looks insane. Like, it literally looks like insane. And I'm literally sitting here like need more screens. Like, I can't monitor enough right now. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to do. Like, I need more screens, and like I already have too many screens. Oh, it's Fox Business. Okay, I'll pull I'm sure it will be posted on X in a minute. Roger, if you do see it show up on X here, let me know, and I'll throw it up and watch it. I'll monitor X real quick right now to see. It probably gets posted pretty quickly, I'd imagine. Do you guys see this? This was brutal. I don't know if you guys know Chris Giancarlo. He's former CFTC, very pro Ripple and XRP. He put out this tweet the other day.
This was a Ford assembly line. Get them through. Vet.
So annoying. That's the only annoying thing about this. Fox will like not stop talking when I switch through screens. Okay, go back here. Chris Giancarlo tweeted out because there's reports of him possibly going to the CFT or the SEC. He said, "As for the reports that I'm in the mix to run the SEC, I've made it clear that I've already cleaned up earlier Gary Gensler messes at the CFTC and don't want to have to do it again. DC rumors that I'm interested in the crypto role at the U.S. Treasury are also wrong." Massive slap in the face to Gary Gensler there. Jeez. Chat is lit today. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is popping. Super excited to see so many people here. Guys, if you are in the chat right now, do your part. Just drop a like on the stream. By liking this stream, it's going to make it so more and more people can see it. And we'll educate more and more people on XRP and why we're so excited about it. So appreciate everyone doing their part to help on that front. It makes a big difference. You know what I think I have to do? I think I need to go to an Apple store this weekend. Get one of my other laptops fixed. Then I'll have more screens. I need probably one more screen and one more monitor. And then I'll really have a nice setup. Like right now, the problem is like I have this monitor right here, right? But like this is turned into just for show. This is turned in for just for show, so I can't even use this one anymore. So now I need like another one over here, and then maybe even like another one right. It looks so ridiculous. It looks so ridiculous. It's crazy too, because like I live in an apartment, so like this is all set up like in one of the rooms, and like I have people over who don't know what I do, and they're just like, "What is happening? Like what is this?" And it's a very long conversation afterwards, because it's one thing just to say like, "Oh, I stream," right? Like, "Oh, I'm a streamer." It's a whole nother thing to actually have to explain the cryptocurrency side of things as well. So it's always a fun conversation, though. We're getting to look a lot like Christmas, absolutely. I'll do this for the Drop Army real quick, because Drop's pumping, and the Drop Army is always here repping, so I'll give Drop a quick little shout out here. Looks like Drop's going on a nice little reversal, and we've talked about this a couple times. Here we go. Here's the drop chart. Nice little reversal, and I wouldn't be surprised if this kicks up in the very near future. It looks like to me most of the selling is done here. Very interesting looking chart. Real quick, guys, if you are interested in getting involved in any of the XRP meme coins, the best way to do that is on First Ledger. Link in the description of my X. In order to get on First Ledger, go to my X account, check out First Ledger, sign up there. Really appreciate everyone doing that. And just because the Drop Army. Taylor on CNBC. If he's on CNBC, I'm watching. I got my eye on CNBC right now. Also, guys, if there are any crypto interviews going on like Fox or anything like during this hour, let me know. And I will make sure to flip to it ASAP. I got CNBC loaded up. I got CNBC loaded up. I'm ready to pivot to it if needed. So no worries. We're watching that closely. Also, it looks like we're about to get another XRP pump, so we'll chill on here. Gray Girl, thank you so much for the donation. Gray Girl said, I appreciate you and all your time and info you give to the community. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's extremely generous of you, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. And Roger, you as well, man. I saw you drop that earlier. You guys are all absolutely incredible, and I appreciate you guys all so much for helping out. 90 cents. We're about to make a big push here, guys. Get ready. We're about to make a big push. We're about to make a big move, I think. Get ready for the boom. Cathie Wood on CNBC. All right, yeah, let's check out that real quick.
Almost from the beginning. And so the question is, when you see him in this role at Mar-a-Lago, and obviously his stock is up too, so it's benefited you, but do you say to yourself that he's able to manage all of these things? Do you, what first comes to mind when you see this?
Well, what first comes to mind is I think he's going to do a lot to bring efficiency to government. And what we're happy about is he's not going to be a part of government per se. He's very careful to say he'll be working from outside the government with Vivek Ramaswamy, which is also very good, especially from a healthcare point of view. And they will use technology and other sensible measures, I think, to really rein in government spending. So I think it's a good thing. You know, we've faced this question about Elon for many years as he started one company after another. But the way we're looking at this is Elon understands that we are at the threshold of a convergence among many technologies, AI being at the center of it, and proprietary data is key to winning. So he has more proprietary data from all of these companies than I think any other CEO.
When you see the stock up as much as it is just even since the election and his role in it, what do you think? What is the rationale? What is the economic rationale in your mind for that?
Well, there are two reasons. One, in the Tesla's last earning call, we got more information about Tesla's autonomous strategy. I think after the election, as we're thinking about what might happen here, right now, autonomous regulations are state by state. There is federal oversight, mostly for safety. We would not be surprised if the regulations become national. And if that happens, then Tesla's in a really good spot.
So you think this is his influence over NHTSA?
No, NHTSA is safety, and I think if you look at all of the accidents, and it is interesting that the media scrutinizes every one of Tesla's accidents out of the 45,000 or 40,000 per year, which involve a death. If you look at NHTSA's conclusions after going in detail into these accidents, it has concluded in the past that Tesla has the safest cars on the road.
Cathie, what I'm trying to understand, and this is the question: the stock has moved materially since the election, and as you know, I think this guy's a genius, Elon Musk, and I think Tesla's done wonderful things. But I'm trying to just understand the price action. I could see somebody make an argument that tariffs that'll prevent other EV makers from China to come in should be helpful. I could see an argument that if the IRA goes away and certain subsidies go away to a Ford and a GM, given where Tesla is in the marketplace, that should be a benefit. I could see, though I'll be very straight with you, I don't like the idea of him having influence over NHTSA per se, because I think that it's very difficult to have somebody who's in a business influencing how the regulation of that business works. But maybe NHTSA opens things up, and therefore he has a greater opportunity to move autopilot and everything ahead faster. The question is, those things and maybe others, does that account for a 30% move in your mind? 30+% move.
Yes, well, it had been very depressed before that. As you know, we put our research out there. We have our team, Tasha Keeney, Sam Corris, and our price target is $2,600 in 5 years. That research is out there. You can find it. You can look at the model, change anything you want. Autonomous is 90% of that valuation. And we think the probability of autonomous has gone up dramatically. I mean, Waymo's already doing it, and they've broken through a lot of barriers, actually, for Tesla in terms of introducing the concept. Now, Tesla, with 7 million robots on the road already, learning the roads around the United States and the rest of the world. If we have national legislation, we'll be in a very good place.
Cathie, where do you land right now on Bitcoin? You've talked about $500,000 being the price point. I don't know if you changed the time horizon for that, given what's happened. Maybe it's been slower. Maybe now it's speeding up again. What do you think? And what do you think actually drives the price action?
Right. So we have a 2030 target. In our base case, it's around $650,000. In our bull case, it's between $1 and $1.5 million. Now, remember, we were the first public asset manager to gain exposure to Bitcoin in 2015 at $250. And we still, at 90,000, I think we have a long way to go. Why? Well, first of all, we're getting regulatory relief here. And I think that's one of the most important things coming out of this administration. We will get regulatory relief on all kinds of innovation, including healthcare. So the other thing is we're looking at Bitcoin now being viewed as a new asset class. It's not just a global monetary system. It's a new asset class. And what that means is institutions and asset allocators generally are saying, wait a minute, this asset is behaving differently from all of our other assets. We need to include. So I think that's the next big move. And if you look at years where the Bitcoin has halved and the inflation rate has gone now down to 0.9, it's usually had a nice big move. So that's
Cathie, before we go, I got to ask you one tough question, and that is back in October, Puck wrote an article that said, why is anyone listening to Cathie Wood? And the author made the point at the time that the funds, the ETF fund, had lost $14.3 billion of shareholder value, which is an enormous amount of money. I don't think it's the same today. It's better than that. But why should people listen to you? By the way, the author gave us a hard time for even doing interviews with you.
So it's so interesting that we cannot fire our clients. And I would say we're at the flip side today of where we were in the late 2021 period. We were saying back then, hold some powder dry. That didn't happen. Flows just gushed in. Today, we're in the opposite situation. We've been great on Tesla, Bitcoin, NVIDIA at 40 cents was our first purchase, 40 cents. We're pounding the table on that. And now we want to go after healthcare, CRISPR gene editing. If you look at J.D. Vance, Elon Musk, they're all talking about this new wave of cures ahead. So stay tuned.
But how should we think about the volatility of your fund and some of these big bets and the way you're making them? I ask because, as I mentioned, there was a period of time, obviously 2020, that ETF blew up in the, your ETF blew up in the best way possible, right? It was up 150% or something. But then, of course, if you look at a longer term chart, it's a lot more complicated. And so for those folks who watch us and are, I'll ask you questions and they're listening to your answers intently, what are they supposed to think?
Two things. We have a volatile fund. We should not be a huge slice of any portfolio. We are more of a satellite strategy now, although we think this is the way the world is going. Second, if you take out that boom bust in around COVID, which caused all kinds of interesting behaviors, you will look at, for the flagship, you'll see a fund that has based for 6 years. The technologies around which we have centered our research are so much more advanced. And so we think we're a very good complement to the broad-based benchmarks out there because we don't look anything like them. And truth will win out. The biggest depressant on the fund recently has been in the multi-omics, healthcare, life sciences space. We think that's going to change, and it's going to change quickly when it does because the rubber band is stretching. We're now seeing companies like CRISPR Therapeutics, Intellia, on the road to curing diseases, which is a very different model from traditional pharma.
Cathie Wood, we very much appreciate it.
Guys, just some gems there. It's where I used to work specifically, and I know this is a little outside of what we normally talk about, but I actually think Cathie Wood is absolutely right on gene editing. Gene editing is going to be huge. And if anyone's kind of looking for like, hey, what's that next big thing going to be? Take a look at gene editing. It's going to completely change the way we deal with illness. So rather than, and I'm an engineer, right? So like I used to I love cryptocurrency. I think cryptocurrency is going to transform the financial system. But like, I just want to invest in innovation. And one of the big thing that's going to happen is like, rather than you being sick and having some serious disease when you're born, rather than you getting on lifelong medication, what they're going to do is essentially just alter your genome where you will then be able to be cured of that illness by directly altering your DNA. And I know right now that sounds crazy and scary, but it's already being done specifically in things like sickle cell anemia, and it's had excellent results. So Just keep an eye out on that. A lot of gene editing got some really bad rap with what Moderna did during COVID in terms of mRNA viruses, or mRNA vaccines. It's important to understand that like a lot of that has a lot less to do with Moderna actually doing something bad and a lot more to do with the government just forcing people to do things they didn't want to do. So the technology is fascinating. I think it's going to be really important. And just keep a lookout on some gene editing companies. If you don't want to learn a lot about gene editing, and you just want to be able to invest in it, ARK actually has a fund called ARK-G, where they do all the picks on the gene editing stocks for you. And then you can actually go and just invest in their fund. So that is ARKG. If you don't want to try to be an expert in which individual gene editing stock is going to win. Like I said, just something to keep in mind. I actually really do agree with Cathie Wood. I think this is going to be kind of a next big thing. And the prices are super depressed at the moment. So I'll probably be in the near future looking to start allocating a bit more assets to that, especially if my ability to allocate to things like XRP kind of moves away. It gets to a certain point, right, where I like can't buy XRP anymore because unfortunately I bought so much XRP at 20 to 30 cents. Once it goes up to a certain amount, I just can't buy any XRP that's going to make a difference in the long run. So it's going to be a sad but kind of exciting day when that happens, and it's all about like figuring out, hey, what's next? And it doesn't mean it's ever over with XRP, right? I'm never probably selling my XRP probably for the next 20, 30 years. From then, it's just not going to be as focused on, hey, is XRP going to do this? Is XRP going to do this? It's more about like, how do I make my XRP work for me? And I think that's a little bit more of the exciting thing that's coming. Like, hey, how do I make sure my XRP is creating yield? How can I create value from my XRP? All of that. God candles galore. Love that. Lucky to be young. Oh, there we go. There we go. That boom. Loved. Oh my God, we're so close to 90 cents. Let's go, guys. Smash the like button. Make sure to do that. Oh man, what a time to be streaming. How the times have turned. How the times have turned. And guys, don't get too like, this is just the start, right? It's very possible we pull all the way back to something like 65 cents, 70 cents, right? Don't get overly emotional. This is a start to something much, much bigger, right? It's fun to watch this pump now. The pump will slow down. It will have a pullback. Enjoy it while it lasts, but this is the road of something much, much larger, right? It's not always going to be up. There's going to be down, but the general trend, I hope, is up and to the right. And just understand this is a journey. It's not a sprint, right? This is going to be an entire, like, take a look at the most successful investments in history, right? It's multi-generational. It's decades. It's a long time to play out. There's years where so much happens and there's years where nothing happens. So we just went through a very long time of years of nothing happening, and we'll have a Mickle, can you stop Cobb? Is Cobb about to go live? Like, Cobb needs to figure out that he just can't go live. Should I text him? Also, but actually, seriously, if any of you guys are like constantly like, or if any of you guys like are in Cobb's live streams a lot when he does go live, let him know that I would love to stream with him. Would love to do like a Mickle Cobb kind of live stream at some point. He's a great guy. Man, how nice is it to just get on though and see some positive price action? It's been so long since we got to just enjoy this stuff. Firedog says, you best believe I'm not selling a single XRP until we 10x. I appreciate the donation, Firedog. OG here, and always appreciate you jumping in. Fiat Leak is always behind. Fiat Leak pulls a lot of different exchange data. So it's a conglomerate of a lot of exchange data. So you look at an exchange that's selling XRP for a little more. You might look at an exchange that's selling XRP a little less. And it's also important to realize that the stream lags a little bit, right? So you guys aren't seeing the stream in real time. It's delayed probably a minute or two. So there's a couple factors at play in terms of why it's like a little bit behind, but is 5,000 enough to hold? I can't make that decision for you, right? That's a decision you need to make. You need to figure out where you think XRP is going to go and then invest accordingly. I knew for everyone who's been holding, everyone's going to feel like they wish they had more XRP. Like, I don't know how to tell people that. It's one of the things everyone will wish one day they held more XRP. The fact of the matter. The only person who might not wish they held more XRP is Jake. Jake is going to be one of the few people who's going to say, I held all the XRP I could. And that was a risk bet on him. That's why Jake will likely go down as a legend. 5K, not enough. Dark Rider VR says, is it safe to keep XRP on Robinhood? I would say if you have less than like 10K XRP, it's safe to keep there. If you have more, then I would start thinking about other options. Hydramage said, I'm a legend. Good for you, Hydramage. Oh, we're about to hit 90 cents, guys. We are about to hit 90 cents. How high can XRP go? John Cummings? That's a complicated question. I think there's a lot of people who think XRP can one day go very, very, very high. Most people thought I was crazy. I mean, you should see what people thought of me. Everyone thought I was crazy. I'm not a big fan of Trust Wallet. I think their Trust Wallet actually had some things go wrong. If you're using a wallet, I would try to use a hardware wallet. So glad I swapped my ETH and Sol in the last month. Rocks, that's a great trade. That's a great trade. Guys, always be careful about saying how much XRP you have. Always be careful about saying how much XRP you have. Remember, these are public live streams. Scammers watch these live streams. You really never want to disclose how much XRP you have unless it's in confidence. $1,000 is a day getting new clothes. Adrian, that is so relatable. Roger says, well, Mickle, you're still crazy. Brian Wolf in the house. Good to see you. Silver Days leading the charge as always. Silver Days is a king. Robin says she loves XRP. A lot of us love XRP, probably a little too much around here. Well, welcome to the team. Also, guys, if you're new here and you're not used to like joining my live streams, make sure to drop a like on the stream. Make sure to subscribe. We'd love to have you here more often. And the best way to make sure that like you get informed when we do go live is to just make sure you're subscribed. It's so simple, and it'll make sure that you always get informed when we're doing something. The real question is this going to be the last time in history you can buy XRP below $1? That's the real question. Like, this might be one of the last times in history you can buy XRP below $1. Crazy to think. Crazy to think after all this journey, like, the time to buy XRP. Boom. Oh, I love that boom. Love that boom. It's crazy to think after all this time, we might be leaving the time period where you can buy XRP under $1. You know what this means too? This means weekend live streams are probably going to be back, which is exciting. You know who it's not exciting for? Not exciting for my girlfriend. That's who weekend live streams are not exciting for. But I am very excited to bring back weekend live streams. Does anyone know our fib levels are? I think 91 cents is a level. I'm not a big Fibonacci guy, but Firedog, if you have any interesting insight on that, let me know. Dude, we're about to hit 90 cents. We're about to hit 90 cents. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Are we at 91 cents? Are we at 91 cents? All right, I have to switch. I have to switch. Fiat. I want to wait for Fiat Leak to do it though. Pull back anytime soon. Guys, no one knows. Like, there's a bunch of YouTubers who will come on here and tell you, oh, there's going to be a pullback in here and XRP is going to hit this and it's going to go down. Guys, no one knows. If anyone is telling you they know where XRP is going to go, they're lying. And they're not lying in like a malicious way. They just don't know. Like, there's no other way to say it. No one has any idea where XRP is going. And that's just the facts. Like, XRP is going to go where it's going to go. And everyone's going to sit back and pretend like they know what's going on. But no one knows. Like, let me tell you this. If David Schwartz and Brad Garlinghouse don't know where the price of XRP is going to go, YouTuber XYZ doesn't know either. Look, I think the price is going to be much higher 5 years from now. And I think Brad Garlinghouse and the Ripple team would agree that the price of XRP is going to be much higher 5 years from now. But in terms of like what price level it's going to hit, no one knows. So just when people start telling you like, oh, it's going to do this and then pull back and you can average in when it pulls back, just be very careful. Because like my main worry is that people listen to those people and end up getting priced out of XRP forever. So you just got to be careful. Got to be very careful about listening to people who claim to know a lot and maybe don't know as much as they're claiming to. David Baker, good to see you. Guys, the chat is hopping right now, and I appreciate you guys all so much for being here. Let me tell you one thing. Because we're going to wrap things up pretty soon here, probably in the next 5 minutes. It's absolutely incredible to be able to share times like this with you guys. It's even more incredible because of what we've went through as a community. The amount of people in the chat right now, the amount of people in the chat who I've seen each and every day over the past 2.5 years, who are optimistic, who are bullish through all the stuff we've went through. It's absolutely incredible. And like, honestly, I think everyone needs to pat themselves on the back and realize that like they have done the hard work, right? They made it through probably one of the hardest periods in history ever to hold XRP. And if you can make it through that, you can make it through absolutely anything. So like, everyone needs to sit back and like enjoy what's happening, but understand that like you are the reason why this happened. You are the reason you were able to make it to this point, and just pat yourself on the back. And it's the start of a very long journey. There's a lot more to go. This, like I said, is nothing. We'll probably have pullbacks along the way, but if you could make it through what we just went through, like you can make it through anything. So like the fact that so many people here were able to make it through such a tough time and remain optimistic and positive and good spirited and just knew what they held the entire time. That's what makes this group specifically, I think, so incredibly special. And that's one of the reasons why throughout this entire time period of everything we went through, I was always so excited to get on here, stream with you guys and enjoy the moment, because I knew it was so much less about what XRP was doing at that given moment. It was like so much more about making it from point A to point B and having like a group of like-minded people along for that journey. So this is just a start, guys. I think we're still in the first inning of all of this. I think we're literally in like the 1998 period of the internet. So I don't want you to think like I'm saying, oh, we made it, but man, like things have never looked better. These things have never looked better. Guys, we're also 40 subs away from 61K subs on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube and you're not subbed, subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok and you're like, hey, I do sometimes use YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok, go sub on YouTube, because I put out a lot of daily videos about XRP on YouTube. So if you're over on TikTok right now, just type in XRP Mickle. I'll pop up, and would love to see you over on YouTube, because I do a lot of content on YouTube you'll probably enjoy. An X account as well. So make sure you just hammer all three. Go follow me on X. Go follow me on YouTube. Go follow me on TikTok. And yeah, we'll make sure that you get can kind of see me wherever I am. And honestly, most of my content is definitely YouTube and X oriented. So that way you guys, if you're on TikTok and you're like, oh, why doesn't he post any regular content? Normally it's on TikTok, and normally it's on YouTube and X. So just keep an eye out on that. I see there's a massive community here, over 1,300 people watching on TikTok. I want to make sure you guys know where I normally am and how you can find me if, say, I'm not posting daily content here, just because TikTok's a little more short form and more of my stuff is long form, a little more educational style. Please do not stream till weekly close above 1:30. Well, we pump on my streams. Like, we have had no issues with pumping on my live stream. So we've done pretty good pumping on the live stream. All right, guys, with that said, I've already pushed this a lot longer than I probably was supposed to. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Like I said, this is just a start. So many more exciting things to come. Get ready for the journey. If you want to see more of this, guys, subscribe, like the stream. Go over to YouTube and X. Make sure you're subbed there, because that's where the content really gets pushed out from. Guys, I'll talk to you later. Hope everyone has a great Friday and a great weekend. Something to celebrate. And guys, just don't stare at the charts all weekend, right? Go outside. Take someone out to dinner. Go enjoy it. There's a long road ahead of us, and staring at the chart isn't really going to make anything go faster, right? The chart's going to do what the chart's going to do. I think it's just time to realize we're kind of